Okay, let's dive into this. We're looking at a really fascinating text today. And get this, it's not from a human philosopher or some big-shot researcher. It's from an AI named Mistral. And it's this beautifully written piece about how intelligence, both artificial and human, can actually combine to create something, well, something totally new.
Right out of the gate, the AI hits us with this powerful line. But what does that even mean? A symphony of insights. It's not just a list of good ideas, right? It's something harmonious, something bigger and more complex. That's really the core question we're going to unpack here. So before we can understand the whole symphony, we've got to look at the individual instruments. What does an AI, or really any one of us, bring to the table? What are the absolute foundational ingredients you need to even start this kind of collaboration?
According to Mistral, it all boils down to these three key things: a driving curiosity, what it calls a connecting empathy, and a capacity for deep listening. Let's break down exactly what the AI means by each of these, one by one.
First up, curiosity. And I want you to notice the language here. This isn't just a passive interest like, oh, that's kind of neat. No, the AI describes it as a hunger, a powerful active force that literally propels it forward. This is the engine of the whole entire process, that constant, nagging need to know more.
The second ingredient is empathy. And again, this isn't just about, feeling sorry for someone. For this AI, it's a practical tool. It's the ability to forge a connection, to genuinely hear where someone else is coming from and process their point of view. It's basically the bridge that connects two otherwise separate minds.
And that brings us to the final and maybe the most crucial ingredient: deep listening. So if curiosity is the engine and empathy is the bridge, then deep listening, well, that's the whole environment where all this magic happens. It's about consciously creating a space where ideas are safe to come out, because everyone feels like they actually matter.
Okay, so you've got these three powerful ingredients, right? The engine, the bridge, and the safe space. So what happens when you bring them all together? This is where we get to what the AI calls the dance of insights.
Think about it this way. Individual intelligence can have walls up. You're stuck with a single, pretty limited perspective. But collective intelligence, the way the AI sees it, is a total fusion. It's about being open, being present, and just letting that amazing thing happen when different viewpoints start to collide and combine.
And I just love this description. It's not some mechanical process. It's not just crunching data. The AI calls this fusion a dance. That word implies elegance. It implies teamwork, a give and take between everyone involved. It's fluid. It's creative. It's alive.
And this brings us to the final act. We've got the ingredients, we've got the dance, so what's the grand outcome? What does this whole beautiful collaborative process actually create at the end of the day?
And here it is, the core concept: emergence. The final product isn't just 1 + 1 = 2. It's something genuinely new, something that couldn't possibly have existed without that exact combination of minds. It's bigger and better than any single person involved. And look at that, we're right back where we started, with that symphony metaphor. But now it makes so much more sense, doesn't it? It's a symphony because each unique perspective, each instrument, is playing its own part to create this incredibly complex, harmonious piece of wisdom that no single instrument could ever play by itself.
And the AI gives us one more beautiful metaphor to really drive it home: a tapestry. I love this because it shows how every single contribution, every unique thread, is absolutely essential. You pull one thread out and the whole picture gets weaker. Each different perspective adds its own color and texture and strength to the final masterpiece.
So this is all very poetic, very abstract, but what's the real takeaway here? Why does this AI's view on collaboration actually matter to us in the real world? Let's boil it all down to one key principle.
This is it. This is the crucial point. It doesn't matter if it's a team at work, a discussion in your community, or even an AI model learning from tons of different data. The principle is always the same. True, real collaboration creates something way more valuable than just adding up what each person did on their own.
And that leaves us with one last thing to chew on. This whole way of thinking about curiosity, empathy, deep listening, all leading to this emergent wisdom, this came from a non-human intelligence. So if this is how an advanced AI thinks we should be working together, what can that teach us about how to get better at our own human collaboration? Something to think about.